Today we geek out about Pumpkin Patch Bad Seeds. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Lee with Geek City USA here, and today we're going to talk about a game by Travis Drake, and it's called Pumpkin Patch Bad Seeds. Now, this is coming to Kickstarter here in the very near future, and it's a creepyish game where you're building a pumpkin patch and trying to grow the different plots and essentially be the person who has the most seeds or points by the end of the game. I'll take you over here, I'll give you a very quick overview on how the game is played, and we'll come back and I'll give you our thoughts on the game. This is Pumpkin Patch Bad Seeds, and first things first, this is a prototype, so all of the art and the components are subject to change, and this is all prototype components here. So when you do your initial setup, you're going to start with a Jack Be Little in the middle, and then a seedling around either side orthogonally, and then you're going to have a stack here, which is called the compost pile, which will have 3 seedlings on top of 2 Jack Be Littles and 1 Baby Boo. And then right here we have our score tracker, and for sake of scoring, just for this example, I'm going to use 2 dice, a red and a blue, to indicate the 2 different players. You also have 2 crow cards. For a 2-player game, which is the example that I'm giving right now, each player will claim a crow. So let's say this is player 1, this is player 2, and both will start off like so. And then what you'll do is you'll deal 3 cards out to each player who is playing the game. And there. Now you are all set up to begin playing. Now the goal of the game is to end up with the most seeds at the end of the game, and you're going to do that by playing these seed cards. So each card, and I'll show you here, is going to have a number value and then as well as an action that'll happen when you play the card. See, there's all different options here. And what's going to happen is you're going to want to play the cards in numerical order. So to play on this stack here, which is a number 1 seedling, you see seedling, 2 seeds, start a plant, or start a plot, you would have to have a number 2 card. So you would need to have a Jack Be Little to play on top of it. And if you had a Jack Be Little here, for example, you could play a 3 card, which is a Baby Boo, and so on. So in order to play cards, you have to have them in numerical order. Now, play is going to continue until somebody plays the, if I can find it here, the Cinderella card. And whoever plays the Cinderella card gets 5 seeds, and then the game is immediately over, and you score the game and see who wins. So there are 4 phases to each turn. So first things first, you're going to look at your hand here, and you're going to either play a card from your hand or play from the compost pile. So in this case, I have a 6, a 1, and an 8. I'm going to play a seedling, and when you play a seedling, there's certain restrictions with how you can play cards, like you cannot play cards diagonal like that. But I could place the seedling here, and I would score 2 seeds. So let's say I'm the red player. So that would complete my phase 1. Phase 2 would be to move the crow. So when you move the crow, you block your opponent from playing on that stack. So in this case, if I were player 1, I'll put this on the number 2 Jack Be Little. No real strategy, but just for the sake of moving it. And then for phase 3, you can discard as many cards in your hand. In this case, the Cinderella is a good one to hold on to because that's a winning card, but I'm not going to get to play it for a long time. So let's say I'll get rid of the 6 here, and then you draw up to 3 cards. So I could draw back up 2 and 3, and this will be player 1's hand for the next turn. So then you would go back to the second player, and in this case, a 1, a 2, and a 4, a seedling, a Jack Be Little, and a blaze. And I could play the seedling here to get 2 points. So then player 2 gets 2 points. I like these cards, or actually now I move my crow. So let's just say I move my crow over to here. And then I like these cards, so I'll draw up for phase 4, and that's my turn. And you're going to go back and forth. You know, again, the next player will look and say, okay, I will play this 2 here. 1 seed per continuous orange, there's 2 of them. So I would get 2 points, 1, 2. And then again, I like my cards, so, well, again, always remember to move your crow. And I'll just move my crow there and draw up, and that's the end of the turn. And you continue to go back and forth until, again, somebody plays the Cinderella card. And then you just total up your total number of seeds, and the person with the most seeds wins. All right, now that's it. We'll take you back up top, and I'll give you my thoughts on the game. All right, guys, that was Pumpkin Patch Bad Seeds. Now, remember, first of all, that was a prototype copy that you saw. It is still subject to change, although I think most of the art and everything is final. As far as prototypes go, though, this prototype was on par with many production copy card games I've seen. The card weight was good. There was a nice gloss finish to the cards. The art looked excellent. So overall, I think if the final production copy of this game is anything like the prototype copy, I think we'll all be in good shape. I think we'll be definitely pleased with the final result. Now, as for the gameplay of the game, it's a game that's easy to pick up, it's quick to play, and it's smooth to play. There's a little bit of strategy as far as whether you're going to play out of the compost pile, play out of your hand, what cards you're going to play where to maximize your points, as well as where you're going to put the crows and how you're going to interact with that as far as messing over your neighbors. So the gameplay is enjoyable, it's quick, and it's easy, and the best part is it's easy to pick up and teach. Now, as for the audience of the game, this is a game that would be ideal for like a family game night or maybe a casual game night when you're just looking to pull a game out to get involved with. Real easy to pick up, real easy to get into, and it's a quick play. And I think it definitely shines in that environment. Based upon that, I think the replayability factor is high on this game because it's a game that you can pull out, you can get to the table quickly and easily, it's portable, fit it in your pocket, and you can play it anywhere. And it's a game that I think there's enough strategy that keeps you from getting bored of it, but it's also easy enough to pick up that it's not overly complex for people to play. So overall, I think that there is a heavy replayability factor to the game. So all in all, this is a game that we have enjoyed. It's made it to the table quite a bit, especially on family game night. My kids absolutely love this game, and I really appreciate the fact that there's finally a game that's pseudo creepy, but it's fun and campy at the same time. So it's not overtly creepy, yet the theme is, I really enjoyed the theme overall on this game. All right, guys, that's it. I'm Lee with Geek City USA. Thanks for hanging out with us. Drop me a comment down below and definitely like and subscribe. Check us out on our other social media platforms, on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Love to interact with you guys there. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.